Because we don't have just absolute value equations anymore. We have absolute value inequalities. Now, if you remember your inequalities, we have actually 4 of them. These are greater than or greater than equal to. This one is greater than. And this one is greater than or equal to. Okay, and then we have less than. And less than or equal to. Okay, now when we're solving absolute value inequality, guys, quiet down. When we're solving absolute value inequations, we're going to do the greater than first. The greater than are going to have the word or. Okay. So all of these problems on the front page are going to use or. Let's go ahead and I'll do the odds, you guys can do the evens. In order for me to drop my absolute value symbols, I have to take what's inside. This is going to be greater than 10, or, I have to use the word or, take what's inside, and I take the opposite of what's there, negative 10, but this time when I make it a negative number, I'm actually multiplying it by negative 1, so I have to do what to the sign? Flip it, yeah. Okay. Now I've got 2 inequalities to solve. Actually, I have n by itself on both sides, so there's nothing more to do. Now, here's another thing. Greater than on the graph have an open circle, and the greater than or equal is going to have a closed circle. Ladies, quiet or get out. No, not the hallway. Quiet or go to ISS. It's a closed circle. And same with the less thans. It's going to be an open circle, and the less than or equal to are going to be a closed circle. Okay, so when we're looking at our problem graph here, our answer is m is greater than 10, or m is less than negative 10. So they're going to be open circles because there's no equal signs with each one of them. Well, here's negative 10. I'm going to have an open circle, and I want all of those numbers less than negative 10, or just follow the sign of the arrow. What's that, Trey? Because there's no equal sign with my inequality sign. And same with greater than 10. It's an open circle at 10, and I want all of those numbers greater than 10. That would be a closed circle, yes. All right, number 3. I have r is greater than, the absolute value of r is greater than 8. So I take r is greater than 8. It's a greater than, so it's an or problem. Or r is going to be less than negative 8. I have to flip the sign. And it's an open circle. There's no equal sign. So it's an open circle at 8 and a closed circle at -8. And again, I want to shade in the way of the arrow is pointing. So I'm going to shade this way, and I'm going to shade this way. Make sure that your variable's on the left-hand side when you go to shade. Let's do number 6, only because it has an equal sign. Okay, B is going to be greater than or equal to 3. It's an or. Or B, I have to flip the sign because I'm going to make this a -3, less than or equal to -3. Yeah, this time I'm going to have closed circles. Closed at -3, closed at +3. Follow shade following the sign. Yeah, you could do this too. I've seen. Yeah, you can do it that way too. Either way, I don't care. All right. Let's. Why don't you just do these 3 problems? Won't call it a day. 2, 4, and 5.